GM's highly anticipated and soon-to-be released electric Cadillac Escalade IQ, starting around $130,000.
General Motors is facing a crisis unlike anything we've seen before. Over 877,000 vehicles, including some of their most popular models like the Silverado and Escalade, are under investigation for catastrophic engine failures. What was supposed to be a triumph in engineering, the 6.2-liter V8 engine, has turned into a nightmare, leaving drivers stranded and GM scrambling to save its reputation. The company is at a crossroads, and its CEO, Barra, has just revealed shocking truths about GM's future. Can GM fix this mess before it's too late? Or is this the beginning of the end for the brand we once trusted? General Motors has just revealed a crisis that could completely shift the direction of the company, and it's bigger than anyone ever imagined. The news came straight from the top. GM CEO Mary Barra herself, and what she had to say has left everyone reeling. While many people thought GM was riding high on the success of its popular vehicles, it turns out the company is in the middle of a storm that could seriously impact its future. The scope of the issue is massive, and it's shaking GM to its core.
Electric by 2035?
For our light-duty vehicles, yes, and we'll be guided by the consumer, but the plans that we have in place will get us there.
What's even more surprising, it's not just a simple issue, it's a complex problem that could change the way we view GM's reliability for years to come. You might think of GM as a powerhouse in the automotive world, with their Silverado, Tahoe, and Escalade leading the charge. But imagine this, owning one of those top-tier models only to have the engine fail without warning. That's the reality for hundreds of thousands of GM customers right now, and it's becoming a full-blown crisis. GM is being forced to confront an issue with over 877,000 vehicles, including some of their most popular models, under investigation for catastrophic engine failures. It's a situation that could damage GM's reputation and financial stability if not handled carefully.
Just a constant shudder vibration.
I call it Chevy shudder.
What does it feel like?
45 miles an hour, it's just a constant shake.
Imagine you've just bought a brand new GM vehicle, maybe a Silverado, Tahoe, or Escalade, one of their most popular models, and you're driving it thinking you made a solid investment. Then, out of nowhere, your engine fails. Just like that, you're stranded, frustrated, and wondering how this could happen to such a reliable brand. Well, that nightmare is becoming a reality for over 877,000 GM owners right now. These vehicles are under investigation due to catastrophic engine failures. And what's even more alarming is that this isn't just a simple technical issue. It's much bigger than that. The crisis is about more than just a few faulty parts. It's a full-scale problem that could completely run GM's reputation. These aren't just a few isolated cases. We're talking about a major investigation involving some of GM's most iconic vehicles, including the Silverado, Sierra, and Escalade. And these cars were supposed to be the highlight of GM's engineering efforts, with their 6.2-liter V8 engines marketed as top of the line. Instead, they've become the epicenter of a storm that could shake GM's position in the automotive world.
So all of us are stuck with just having to own it and drive it.
And there's also this, a potential class action lawsuit against GM. It involves all of these vehicles, some of the most popular on the road, including Silverados, Colorados, Escalades, and Yukons.
The stakes are massive. GM isn't just dealing with unhappy customers, it's facing a problem that could affect its entire future. These engine failures are not just inconvenient for drivers, they're dangerous, leaving people stuck in traffic with no way to get out of harm's way. The very foundation of GM's reputation as a reliable manufacturer is being questioned, and the company's ability to fix this issue quickly is crucial. Can GM solve this before it's too late, or is this a sign of something much worse? The heart of GM's current crisis lies with the 6.2-liter V8 engine, a model that was supposed to be the crown jewel of their engineering. For years, GM marketed these engines as powerful, reliable, and efficient, a major selling point for some of their most popular models like the Silverado, Tahoe, and Escalade. But what was once seen as a mark of GM's engineering prowess has now become a ticking time bomb for the company. The issue centers around catastrophic engine failures that have left many drivers stranded and frustrated. Reports are flooding in about failed bearings and engine seizures, which can render the vehicle completely useless, sometimes in the middle of driving. It's not just a minor inconvenience, it's a serious safety issue. When your engine fails without warning, you're not just stuck, you're at risk, unable to move your vehicle out of harm's way.
Call me or message me on Facebook saying they have the same problem, and many spend $50,000, $60,000, or even more on their vehicles.
The problem isn't just a glitch in GM's production line, it's threatening the very foundation of the company. GM has built its reputation on making tough, reliable trucks. But with the 6.2-liter V8 engine issue taking center stage, they're now under fire in a way that could affect their survival in the long term. The public's trust in GM is on the line, and with nearly 900,000 vehicles affected, this could be a massive blow to their image. If they can't fix this quickly and effectively, GM risks losing its place as one of the leading automakers in the world. The stakes couldn't be higher. The crisis isn't just about broken trucks or defective engines, it's about a broken relationship between GM and its consumers. When you buy a vehicle, especially one as expensive and long-lasting as a truck or SUV, you expect reliability. But with over 877,000 GM vehicles facing engine failures, the trust that GM has built over decades is quickly eroding. Customers who once swore by GM's reliability are now questioning if the company can actually deliver on its promise. The problem isn't just mechanical, it's emotional too. People are left feeling frustrated, stranded, and betrayed by a company they believed in. The financial impact of this crisis is far-reaching. Not only does GM face potential recall costs and the damage caused by the investigations, but the company also risks losing loyal customers to its competitors. Toyota and Ford are already waiting in the wings, ready to scoop up customers who are turning away from GM. Both brands have established reputations for reliability, and with GM stumbling, they're positioning themselves as strong alternatives. This shift could hurt GM's sales, particularly in the core market of trucks and SUVs.
That every couple of months, I'm having to drop everything, take it to the dealership.
What do you want now?
At this point, we would still like, a buyout.
Just some type of...
For GM to navigate this crisis and secure its future, it must tackle the root cause of its engine failures head-on. The most urgent fix lies in overhauling the active fuel management system. Although AFM was introduced to enhance fuel efficiency by deactivating certain engine cylinders, it's now becoming a primary culprit in causing oil starvation. If GM can address this issue effectively, it will go a long way in preventing the continued engine failures that are plaguing their vehicles. However, simply fixing AFM will not be enough. GM needs to completely reassess and overhaul the engine's oiling system. The smooth and reliable flow of oil is crucial to an engine's overall health. And when this system is disrupted, catastrophic engine damage occurs. Therefore, GM must invest in a more robust oiling system that ensures long-term engine reliability. Furthermore, GM can't ignore the ongoing issues with their lifter components. These parts are vital to the engine's overall function, and the current problems with lifters must be addressed to avoid further damage. This will require significant changes and improvements in both their design and manufacturing processes. If GM focuses on rectifying these key issues, they could rebuild the reliability their engines were once known for, restoring some of the confidence they've lost with consumers. With everything GM is going through right now, the big question is, can they fix the problem before it's too late? With over 877,000 vehicles under investigation for catastrophic engine failures, the stakes couldn't be higher. GM has some tough decisions ahead, and the pressure is on. They need to address the engine issues, rebuild trust with their customers, and restore the reputation before they lose any more ground to competitors like Toyota and Ford. But can they do it? This crisis could be a turning point for GM. If they play their cards right, they have a chance to make bold changes and turn this mess around. But if they fail to address the root causes of the engine problems and don't act quickly, they risk losing not only customers, but also their place as one of the top automakers in the world. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.